us, when shall this be? This is verse 3 of Matthew 24. And what is the sign of your coming and of the end of the age? So now we're going to go to the sign of his coming. Verse 29. Immediately after the distress of those days, your translation will say, immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give its light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. What did we just read here about the sixth seal? And I saw, when he opened the sixth seal, I saw a great earthquake came to be, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell to the earth. Same thing what we just read here. Once again, verse 29. And immediately after the distress of those days, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give its light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then the sign of the Son of Adam, that's the sign of his second coming. What they asked here, what is the sign of your coming? Here it is. And then the sign of the Son of Adam shall appear in the heaven. When will this happen? When the sun goes dark, and when the moon doesn't give its light, and when the stars fall from heaven. This is why we know that the sixth seal is the second coming of the Messiah. He's about to come. And it says, and then the sign of the Son of Adam shall appear in the heaven, and then all the tribes of the earth shall mourn, and they shall see the Son of Adam coming on the clouds of the heaven with power and much esteem. And he shall send out his angels, his messengers, with a great sound of the trumpet. That is the last trumpet, the seventh trumpet in the book of Revelation. And they shall gather together his chosen ones from the four winds, from one end of the heavens to the other. Now, I know a whole bunch of you. There might be some of you in here right now, and I know some of you who've been scrolling. You look at TikTok and Instagram, and you have these Xtions talking about the rapture is going to happen in September 23rd. Well, we're going to see in what, 3 days? No, 2 days. Oh yeah, we're going to get to see here in 2 days all these lying scribes, all these lying disciples of Xtianity putting their foot in their mouth because they don't know the prophecies. They don't know the prophecies. Why they don't know the prophecies? Because as we were sharing earlier on YouTube, you must have the Ruach in you. You must have the spirit of Yahuwah within you to be able to decipher his prophecies. When we were Xtions, we heard them so many times, so many years. Oh, the rapture is getting ready to happen. We're getting ready to get out of here. Oh, the rapture is imminent. The rapture can happen at any moment. No, it can't. No, it can't. There's nowhere in scripture that says that he can come at any moment. If you understand the scripture, you know that things must happen before we're taken. You don't believe me? Let me show you. Let's put our pause right there in Matthew 24. And we're still going to be dealing with Revelation chapter 6. But now we're going to look at 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. We're not going to read the whole thing, but I want you to see something here. I want you to see certain words, certain key phrases that you need to understand. All of you pre-tribulation rapturing believers out there. I can't even say that right. All you pre-tribulation rapture believers out there. I said it again the same way I did it the first time. Notice what it says here. As to the coming of our master Yahusha, that is the second coming, and our gathering together with him, that is the resurrection. They're one and the same. Notice what Paul is saying here for you Christians, Xtions out there. As to the coming of our master, the Messiah, Yahusha the Messiah, and our gathering together with him, we ask you, brethren, do not become easily unsettled in mind or troubled, either by spirit or by word or by letter, as if from us, as if the day of Yahuwah has come. What is the day of Yahuwah? Let me show you. Let's go again to Revelation chapter 6. Remember, the day of Yahuwah. I didn't read all of this sixth seal, but we're going to read it now. And I looked when he opened the sixth seal and saw a great earthquake came to be, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell to the earth, and as fig trees drop in unripe figs, being shaken by a mighty wind. And heaven departed like a scroll being rolled up, and every mountain and island was moved out of its place. And the kings of the earth, the sovereigns of the earth, and the great ones, and the rich ones, and the commanders, and the mighty ones, and every slave and every free one, hid themselves in the caves and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and the rocks, Fall on us and hide us from the face of him sitting on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb, because the great day of his wrath has come. And who is able to stand? The great day of his wrath is the day of Yahuwah. That is the day of Yahuwah. And so, Shaul, Paul says this, Let no one deceive you in any way, because the falling away is to come first. What is to come first? He's saying the coming and the gathering of us to him, his second coming and the gathering to him, is not going to happen until first, let no one deceive you in any way. The falling away is to come first, the apostasy. What is the apostasy? A lying religion that looks like the truth. That is Islam and Christianity. Those two religions both believe in the second coming of the Messiah. They both say it's the Messiah, the Hebrew Messiah. They give him two different names. One calls him Isa and the other one calls him Jesus. They both believe that he came from Mary. They both believe that he is going to judge the world. It's in both of the books. The Quran says it, and so does it say in our book that the Christians have tampered with. And so that is the falling away. The apostasy is to come first. And the man of lawlessness, that is the anti-Messiah, the false Messiah, is to be revealed. The son of destruction. Has that happened yet? It hasn't happened yet, has it? A lot of people have their ideas of who it is. People say it's this person. Some people say it's that person. Some people say it's this. I don't know yet, but when he is revealed, I can say, yep. Somebody asked me, who's the anti-Messiah? Well, once he's revealed, I can tell you, that's the anti-Messiah, because I will see him and you will see him. There is no secret rapture where you're going to be out of here on September 23rd of 2025 of the pagan Roman calendar. Not happening. And you can take that to the bank. Bet on it. It's not happening on September 23rd. You guys want to be fanciful and fanciful with all of your fantasies? You go ahead and keep believing the lie, because you're already in the lie to begin with, it with the religion called Christianity. So continue on down that road of deception. I'm showing you scripture where and how it's lining up, that his second coming isn't going to happen until a falling away happens first, and the man of perdition or destruction, who is called the anti-Messiah, you call him the Antichrist, who is the false Messiah, is to be revealed first. And when he is revealed, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called Elohim and is worshipped, so that he sits as Elohim in the dwelling place of Elohim, showing himself that he is Elohim. Do you want to know what the abomination of desolation is? The abomination of desolation is this false third temple that you Christians are helping those people who call themselves the people of the book, Revelation 2:9, Revelation 3:9, who say that they are this J word, and they are not. They are liars, and they are of the synagogue of Satan. They run the world, the six-pointed star people, the curly lock people. You're helping them build this false third temple. It's the abomination of desolation. They're erecting a building that they're not supposed to. And once they erect that building, according to Daniel chapter 11, guess what's going to happen? The anti-Messiah is going to place his throne inside that spot. And he's going to call himself the Mighty One. And you know who's going to be indwelling in him? Satan. Satan is going to be indwelling in him. He is going to possess the anti-Messiah, the false Messiah. Let me show you how I'm saying this and why I'm saying this. Let's go to chapter 13. of Revelation. Verse 4, chapter 13, verse 4 of Revelation. Notice what it says here. And they, that is the people of the earth, worshipped the dragon. Who's the dragon? Satan. Satan. In case you don't know, let me show you here. Revelation 12, verse 9. And that great dragon was thrown out, that serpent of old, called the devil and Satan, who leads all the world astray through all the different religions, Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Confucianism, Taoism, Yogaism, all the isms. And his messengers, they were thrown out with him. They were thrown out where? To the earth. They were thrown down to the earth. That's the beginning of the Great Tribulation. And when he is thrown down, guess what happens? And they worship the dragon who gave authority to the beast, and they worship the beast, saying, who is like the beast, who is able to fight him? How are they worshiping the dragon and they're worshiping the beast at the same time? Because the dragon is in the false Messiah, who is called the beast. The beast that came out of the sea. The beast that came out from the peoples. The sea represents people. He is in our midst right now. People can speculate who they want or who they think he is. But know that when he is revealed, there will not be a shadow of a doubt that he will be possessed by Satan. And he will be the one sitting in that place. And he will cause the abomination of desolation. He will desecrate the top of that Mount Zion. That's why it's going to have to be cleansed when the Messiah comes. He is going to rework and change the topography of the ground of that area in Jerusalem. It will not look the same. It was going to be turned upside down by a huge, great earthquake. And so that the land where he was sitting with his nasty butt, Yahuwah is not going to sit in that same spot. He's going to change it, but it's going to be in the same location. And so now let's go back to Revelation chapter 6.